Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's MISys Tips and Tricks video. Last week, we talked about using Buyer's Advice Report for those who might not be utilizing MISys' MRP module. And we talked about this being a static way in terms of it not really looking at the demand in the system in terms of forecast or sales orders or manufacturing orders, but rather really looking at where our current stock level is and compare it to a level that is set in the item master that is location specific. So just to look at that again, if we go to our item masters and if we select any item and go to the stock tab for that item, there will be one or more locations possibly listed, and each of these will have a reorder level. When the buyer's advice report is checking, it's looking at your stock and comparing it to your reorder level. And if your stock is at or below the reorder level, it populates your list to advise you that you should be placing a purchase order for this item. Well, maybe one other way of doing this, and possibly an easier way, would be to set up a dashboard alert. So we don't have to run a buyer's advice report. And we could do that by adding a new alert, customizing it, and naming it whatever we want, maybe reorder level alert, whatever we want. Okay, and now we need to decide what is the data source. Well, this is on the item master, but at the same time, it is location specific. So these are all the fields that are available to us, data sources. We want item location details. And then possible actions, meaning if the alert is activated, then we will have a shortcut to an action in the bottom of our screen to go proceed directly to that. And in this case, I might want to either create a PO or check open PO. So I can add both, and then I can select which action I want to do. Maybe I want to transfer stock. Maybe I have it from one of my other locations that I want to transfer. So I can do any of these. So let's look next, and this is where we set up our logic for our dashboard alerts. So first, we decide what are we going to look at? Well, we're going to look at the reorder level at the item location detail. And then we're going to say if this is less than or equal to a field, and the field is the location detail stock, and then we add that. This alone could be sufficient, and we could save this, and this would be an alert where we constantly can get emails, which we have to set up the email part of it as a separate step, but anytime any of our items stock level falls below or gets to the reorder level at that given location. But you can also add more clauses to that. Maybe you want to say, and there is nothing on order is equal to a value of 0, right? So if there is something on order, then don't bother me. Don't give me that alert, okay? Or you can say, you know what, it's not enough just to say there is something on order. I need to make sure what that order amount is. Is it going to cover what's my reorder level is? So you can, instead saying equal to 0 to a value, you can say greater than equal to field, and that's your reorder quantity. If there is something on order greater or equal to your reorder quantity, then you can say, then, don't really give me that alert, uh, right? Or we would have to actually, I have to correct myself here. If we have to say if it is less than or equal or just less than this number, then I would want the alert, okay? And so I can do that, and I can get rid of this one here, right? I can delete this. So I can build on more and more, and maybe I want to just look at for purchase items, right? And I can say and and I can create parentheses in here. So I'm gonna move this end up, and here I can say my item types should be either raw material or bulk issue or outside processing, if these are the items that I'm purchasing. Okay, so then I need to rearrange the statement to make sure these three are an or statement within a parenthesis. So I move this up, put two ors, move up this or, move down the parentheses all the way to the end, and move this or in between here. So now my statement is complete, and I'm saying if my reorder level is equal, or this seems to have changed the operator here, because my reorder level is greater or equal to is what I want. So I modify that statement. And if my on order quantity is less than the reorder quantity, and if my item type is one of these, then send me an alert. So I save this, and automatically it populated the screen with all of these items, right? I'm looking at an example here. Reorder level is 100, and my stock level, let's put this next to the reorder level, is equal to it. So it's saying time to order. And then I can look at the on order quantity. On order is 0 in all of these things. And these are raw materials, you can see. So it is fitting all of the criteria that I have set, right? Stock is 0, reorder level is 2000. I should have ordered this long time ago. So if I just leave it as it is, now I have the actions available. I can say check open POs, or I can say create a new PO, and it would go and create a new PO for the selected line item. But if I want to receive emails on this, then I need to manage push alerts, okay? Or rather, sorry, create a push alert for this. And here is I decide who should receive the email with this alert, right? And in this case, I'm just gonna put my own email address here, and email from, we can decide who that is. Minutes, how often do we want the system to go check this? We can say check this hourly, and we can say trigger is on change. Don't constantly email me every time you check this on the hour. Tell me if there is a change, and tell me these. What is the item? What is the item description? What is this type? What is this location number? Um, what is the stock level? What is the reorder level? What is the reorder quantity? And what is on order? And I can construct a text here, something like below items need to be purchased, or something to that effect. I can test my email, confirms, and then I add this. Now, anytime there is alert that populates here, then I will automatically receive an email in my email address letting me know that I better go check and place an order. So you can see I already received an email. Below items need to be purchased. The following 15 records were found as reorder level for MISys manufacturing users, and it gives me all the fields that I need, and I can go ahead and do that, place the orders, and I can do that either through regular means or going to that dashboard alert and selecting items and creating new POs directly from there. Well, I hope this helps you use MISys more effectively, and we hope to see you in next week's video.